Hey? Oh,
it's like they're looking for someone.
Dan, from English Woodsman, has spent over a decade camping alone in the wilderness. But even for someone this experienced, something about this night felt off. He hiked deep into the forest, testing out a new pop-up tent, and eventually came across a clearing perfect for setting up camp.
If it's the first time you see me, my name's English Woodsman. I've been on YouTube for about 10 years on and off, making outdoor camping videos. Yeah, I've come up to the top of the field. I'm not scared of the woodland or the boogeyman. I just, them young kids knew where I was, and I've been a wimp, don't get me wrong, you know. I just want to be left alone and enjoying this night out, doing this extremely low budget camp. I don't need to be arguing with teenagers and stuff. If I do set the tent up here, we have all this to look out at.
The routine was simple. Set up, make a meal, sip some coffee, and enjoy the stillness of the outdoors. But that stillness didn't last.
Right, I've been laying here for a good hour and a half. And I think I'm going to have to open the tent door and make my presence aware, because it sounds like all them kids are in the woodland just down from here. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Just make them aware, but I'm here. Yeah, I think they're on the opposite side to all this. We'll just keep a listen out there. End of the day, camping's camping. I'm gonna laugh doing videos like this, but when you're putting yourself in danger, because when there's 10 of them and one of me, I don't care what people say, you're crazily outnumbered. And I ain't fallen for any tricks like that. Videos are for YouTube. Safety always comes first.
As darkness settled in and Dan lay back to relax, he heard voices, young people somewhere out in the distance. Earlier that day, he'd passed a group on the trail. Now, their laughter echoed faintly through the trees. Still, he kept calm. He was used to being cautious. Being alone out here, you have to be. He went live on YouTube, chatting with viewers, the glow of his device lighting the tent. But something moved outside. A beam of light, brief, erratic, cut through the trees. Someone was out there, walking, watching.
There's someone in the distance. What am I saying? Shush for you, cat. You're not making no noise. Anyway, let's get back to live. So all it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. My back is killing. Yeah, my one is the Why is it just...
At first, he brushed it off. Maybe just a hiker. Maybe someone curious. But then the light returned. Closer this time. No voice. No footsteps. Just a single torch, gliding through the trees.
So I'm trying to sleep, and I always like get a flash of light on the tent. Now, if you look back on the live stream that I did, I showed people a reaction of someone in the, the trees with a torch walking backwards and forwards. I don't know if it's someone who subscribed to my channel who may be local and he's trying to find out where I am, trying to scare me a little bit, but I've seen the light flash now over my tent area. So we're going to get out and have a little look, see if I can see the light. The problem is my battery is only on 16% because the live stream flattened it, and I am using my phone as well. But we need to get out and have a look. If I see the torch, I'm going to have to go over and ask him what his problem is, because I'm not having this all night. Oh, yeah. It's like they're looking for someone. Oh, get down a bit. That must be someone who's seen my live stream, who knows where I am. I need to come this way a little bit. See, lights there now. Got to be looking for me. Let's go back closer to camouflage now at tent.
Dan watched as the person circled his camp. No gear, no direction, just wandering, lurking. Trying not to panic, Dan retreated into his tent, heart pounding, every forest sound amplified by adrenaline. He barely slept, haunted by every crack of a twig.
Yeah, I think if I get in tent, turn light off, it should be alright. This is one of them recording lights where it's really, really low, but the camera picks up with a good light. But yeah, I'm going to get in tent now. I am nervous, I will admit that.
At first light, he packed up and hiked out. The wilderness holds its share of threats, but it's not always animals you have to fear. Sometimes, it's the people, watching from the dark. Rick is no rookie when it comes to camping. He spends most of his free time in the wild, hiking, cooking by the fire, and enjoying nature's solitude. But even the most experienced campers know, sometimes it's not the animals you need to worry about.
Welcome back, people. Back here at this camp. I've been here many times. Check out my other videos. It's winter, as you can tell. Got the big bag, huge bag, but I'll tell you what's in it. There's bottled water, a couple of beers, well 3 beers, phone chargers, little stove and a cup.
After a quiet hike, Rick found a spot to pitch his tent and set up camp. He gathered firewood, cooked his food, and poured himself a drink. The kind of evening he'd done dozens of times before. But as the sky darkened and night settled in, something felt off.
was going to say, unless anything happens, I'll see you in the morning. But something has happened. I was just chilling here by the fire, and right behind me, I heard a lady talk. I couldn't hear what she said, it was muffled. And for a while now, I've been hearing like moaning and stuff. Then I left it. I just heard someone in the bushes near. Don't know what to do, back away. I ain't gonna get much sleep.
He heard it faintly at first. A voice. A woman's voice, echoing softly through the trees. Then came more movement. Branches shifting. Bushes rustling. Muffled voices. Another voice. A man's this time. Speaking low. Just out of range.
I was just sitting there, and I heard a muffled lady's voice right behind me. Jumped up. I couldn't see anyone. Well, I'm back in the car, knackered. Yeah, I keep hearing these voices. First of all, I thought it was a cow, it was like moaning type sound. Okay, but then it sounded a bit odd. And then I was sitting in front of my top, just relaxing. I hear this like muffled sound from a woman going, "What do I do?" Like that, and I jumped up. I was like, what the hell? I was in the middle of nowhere, pitch black, expecting to see someone, and there was no one there. So I just left it and I calmed down again. Then I heard a bloke, muffled sound talking, just behind the bushes. I was like,
Rick froze. His instincts kicked in. He didn't wait to investigate. He packed everything, grabbed his gear, and headed back through the dark forest toward his car. As he walked away, he glanced back one last time. A soft glow. A faint light flickering in the distance, right near where his tent had been.
And as I was walking out, I was feeling better that I'm leaving, because I would have been just too paranoid. And as I was walking out, halfway up, away from where I camped, looked back, and I could see like a glowing light, like a fire. I was looking, and there was like a white light as well next to it, like maybe a lantern or something. So I reckon it could have been just a couple camping, doing the same as I'm doing, and I'm freaking out. But, you know, if I stayed now, I wouldn't have got any sleep.
Whether it was a couple or something more sinister, Rick didn't plan to stick around and find out. Chico and his wife travel full-time in their van. They're no stranger to van life, traveling, exploring, and documenting it all. They pulled into a quiet forest clearing for the night. It seemed perfect. Later, they noticed a new camper nearby, someone camping just behind them. Odd, but they didn't think much of it. That was until Chico noticed the man watching them closely.
We found a good spot to park, and we were there a few days, and it was getting comfy. We were just getting comfy. And then we had a crowd of people come in, and that was the weekend warriors. So the spot that we picked, we were alone. Nobody else around when we picked the spot. Like I said, it got crowded after. We went to town, came back to our spot, was still there. There was a camper behind us, I would say 40 yards away. This guy had a nice rig and a nice setup, so I wasn't too concerned about somebody like that behind us. This is where you can't let your guard down out here. Somebody that seems friendly might turn out to be something different. And he showed his colors today. I usually am tolerant. I see people around us that would make other people leave. And we've been in some pretty shady spots. This spot wasn't shady at all. So we had to move. So we moved to this spot we're at now, and it ran us right into the guy that was stalking us in his bikini bottoms. So one demon chased us right into another demon.
They chose to leave and find another spot, but the nightmare wasn't over. The next morning, they were enjoying breakfast outside when it started. From somewhere nearby, a man began yelling, screaming, cursing. His voice echoed through the trees. It didn't stop. The rage only grew.
We were having our coffee this morning, and that new neighbor that pulled up did this.
What did you say? This is scary. Just dropping F-bomb? I want to move.
Now, how we handled it was we stayed in. I didn't want to be in eye shot of him. I didn't know if he was armed, but this man was angry, and you could hear the rage in his voice. We had to get out of there.
The couple immediately packed everything. They didn't speak. They just left. That trip was enough to shake them both. For the first time, they questioned if this lifestyle was really for them. Because sometimes, it's not the wild animals you need to worry about. It's the people. Trent set out for a peaceful 2-night car camping trip deep in the Florida wilderness. But what started as a relaxing escape quickly turned into something much darker. After searching for the perfect spot in the dark, he eventually found one and settled in. He built a fire, took in the warmth, and listened to the calming sounds of nature.
Hi, we're out here again at a undisclosed location. We're Got the fire going, got some charcoal, a little bit of charcoal in there as well. Gonna grill up a couple burgers real quick. Hopefully they come out pretty good. Put some Worcestershire and some Everglades on them, and it should be pretty jam up. Probably gonna make some mashed potatoes as well, and chow down. And then we'll. So we got here kind of late. It was dark. We're having a little trouble finding a good spot, and then we found this one. Got this fire going, and we'll catch up with you guys, I guess, a little bit later. Maybe take a look at the burgers when they're done. You can't really see it at all. So this is the dam. Only dam I know of in Florida. It's pretty wild. So I don't know how well you can see it, but there's, I'm set up here in the car, in the back seat, and I have just a blanket, seats laid down, and made a makeshift pillow for there. Put the cooler to the side. It's just long enough to fit. Been wanting to do this for a while in this car, just to see. It's a little bit cramped. If I took this cooler out, it'd make a big difference, but I just don't really want to put it out. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.
Later that night, Trent climbed into the back of his car, where he had made up a bed, ready to get some rest. But his peaceful night was shattered. In the dead of night, someone began walking around the vehicles, and then tried to open Trent's car door. Luckily, it was locked.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but so I'm sleeping in my car in a parking lot, and there's somebody walking around between our cars. He's walking around both mine and Dustin's. He tried to open my door, but luckily my car was locked. Hopefully he goes away. This is crazy. He's just like looking at everything. He's like looking up against the window. This is crazy.
Trent sat there, hands trembling, as he watched the shadow of a man moving around, peering into the windows. The faint sounds of footsteps and shifting gravel just outside were enough to terrify anyone. Morning couldn't come fast enough. As daylight broke, Trent stepped outside to investigate. He suspected the man had come from a nearby bushy trail next to the cars, a trail they hadn't noticed before.
So here we are in the parking lot here. We just got up. I went to the bathroom a little bit ago, but got up for good now. And there's a trail in the woods, so whatever was walking around the car, it looked like it was up on two legs like a human, but whatever it was come out of this trail and went down into the woods somewhere. I don't know. Definitely not going to be staying here again tonight, though, that's for sure.
Even though he tried to shake it off and spent the day kayaking with friends, Trent made one thing clear. He wasn't staying there again. Grant is no stranger to the outdoors. His days are often spent casting lines into quiet lakes and soaking in the peace that nature brings. But this trip was different. What started as a calm fishing adventure in Yellowstone quickly turned into something far more tense than he expected.
How we doing, man?
Okay.
All right, take care. Spot number one today, guys. We are on the Yellowstone River here in Yellowstone National Park. I know you guys know a lot about the flooding that went on here. Water levels have dropped, perfect levels, and these fish seem to be pretty happy from what I've been hearing. So I decided why not to come out here, try a stealth camp, and see what we can do, if we can find some fish today. So just show you guys the whole Yellowstone National Park. So.
He spent the day doing what he loves, fishing beneath the wide sky, surrounded by towering trees and gentle waters. As the sun began to dip, he started searching for a place to rest for the night. Campsites were all fully booked, so Grant decided to take a chance and find a quiet pull-in nearby.
Well, not gonna lie, this is one of the only dirt roads that I have found that has been open so far. Everything else is closed, gated. So we found a little dirt road, guys. We're gonna take it all the way down until the spot that we think is safest. So I did check at some of the campsites, see if they have some availability, and they do not, as figured. So we're gonna have to see what we can do here. We'll have our camper facing the trees here. Not loving it, not hating it. It's about the best we got, guys. There's not a whole lot of cover, so if someone comes down here, I mean, we are sticking out in the open. I'm not gonna dare go off any side trail or anything like that. We're gonna stay here. But hey, who knows? This is pretty far off the beaten path here, folks. This ain't just right off the side of the road, so.
After parking, he set off on a short hike to take in his surroundings, then returned to his van and settled in.
Well, guys, I have been hanging out just for the last little bit here. It just got dark here, so I decided to hop in the back of the truck now, as I was getting pretty terrified with the grizzlies and all that good stuff, guys. Fingers crossed nothing happens in the rest of the night. It's been a pretty good night so far, pretty good day. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been an awesome adventure. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and I'll wake you up if anything else goes on the rest of the night, but I think we're looking all right, so.
Everything seemed peaceful until 11:30 p.m. In the stillness of night, the unmistakable crunch of tires on dirt jolted him awake. A vehicle, slow, circling. He grabbed his phone and bear spray, his heart pounding. Then headlights washed over his van. A figure stepped out. It was a park ranger.
Coming, sir.
Hey, dude, sorry to bother you, man. It's a little late.
No worries.
Unfortunately, there's no camping in here. Are you the only one in the vehicle, brother?
It's just me, man.
All right, can you step out? You got a license on you, brother?
Dude, I'll have to get my wallet, man.
Do anything? You okay?
Yeah,
Where you
man,
from,
just, actually out of Boise. Just doing some camping. I did not know it was illegal.
Yeah, dude, so unfortunately you can't camp in Yellowstone at this place. You're gonna have to...
No problem. I do apologize.
No, you're good. Can you see ID, brother?
Yeah.
Calmly but firmly, the ranger informed him that stealth camping wasn't allowed here. It was the first time Grant had ever been caught, and he was on edge as he explained himself. The ranger let him off with a warning: no fine, no trouble. But for Grant, the moment was enough. He packed up and drove off into the night. One thing was certain: stealth camping in Yellowstone wouldn't be on his list again anytime soon. David has explored dozens of strange and eerie locations, often documenting his findings on YouTube. But this trip, using the mysterious Randonautica app, took a terrifying turn he never expected.
Obviously I'm out with my man Dan. He hasn't been out with me before on this. I don't know if you have or not. No, we did explore it a long time ago, before I even had a YouTube channel, so true story. We're going to do a Randonautica tonight. Right, generate. So like your point is being generated. We're literally going to get ready. Oh look, there's nothing there at the moment. So see how they disappear. So we're going to try and attract her. So like we had one a minute ago, now we ain't. So it's just really weird. Breathe, man. Breathe. Breathe. No, I don't know what this is doing. Oh no, that generated then. Damn. I literally kicked out of it. Right, okay, so it's found. Guys, it looks like... It could be, I don't know, because there's like an assaulting office up here as well, but it actually looks like it's taking us into the woods. It is taking us into the woods. It's literally saying 1 minute and literally the prison is over there. So, it could even be the prison. If it is, it's a live prison. I don't fancy getting arrested, man. You don't fancy getting arrested.
With his friend Dan, David launched the app and followed the coordinates deep into the woods, just past an old prison. The snow crunched under their boots, and fresh footprints trailed ahead of them.
You have arrived.
So it's saying we've arrived. We're literally here, but it's still showing. Oh, I don't know. Yes, the arrow is saying we are. Right, so we just need to find a way over there. Oh, there's a little foot. Right, okay. It's really weird because it actually took us to these woods a while ago. 5-6 months ago. So there's literally footprints in and out of it, but it is a public. Guys and girls, it's absolutely freezing here as well. I'm not even joking.
Despite their unease, they continued down the narrow path until they heard it, sticks banging against trees. Then, a tent.
It's like a makeshift. Check out the heated jacket, and right now it's like just want to say, don't recommend, like, there's a lot of doggy paws as well, footprints. Still showing me like nearly have arrived, but I'm not even joking. I'm literally shitting a brick. I'm literally shitting myself. We've arrived and it's like I don't know if it's like a tent or something. There's someone over there. Here is. Sure, it's a tent then. Is there people there? Hello?
Two figures appeared beside it, both wearing unsettling masks. One of them was digging a hole, the other just lingering. David called out. No answer, just more movement. Then, a chainsaw. The sound roared to life, echoing through the trees. One of the masked men began chasing them, fast.
Is that a chainsaw? That ain't a chainsaw, Dan. That's not a chainsaw. Hey? Oh, Dan, run! Get that bitch! Fuck leg! Where the fuck were they? They're way here, man. Unlock the car. Mate, we were standing in there. We just literally walked around the whole lot. Like, I'm not even joking, around the whole lot.
David and Dan ran full speed through the bushes, branches tearing at their clothes. They didn't stop until they reached the safety of their car. It's one thing to stumble on a strange camp in the woods. It's another to be chased by a masked man with a chainsaw.